my fellow actors, welcome to this yoga flow, which is designed for actors in mind. I am also an actor. I've been acting for around 5 years, probably professionally, but maybe 10 years in general. I know how it is. You dedicate a lot of your life to it. We face a lot of rejection, or even if you get the best part in the world, sometimes you might take on too much of that character, which then, messes a lot of things up. And we do it because we love it, but we also need to learn how to take care of ourselves, how to spend time with us, the human behind all the masks that we put on when we perform, and just be comfortable being ourselves. And in this practice, I'm going to take care of you as well. We're going to be doing some neck stretches to help the throat as well, because I know we use our mouths a lot. There's also going to be some strength poses in there. And to be honest, the whole point is I just want you to have fun, enjoy it, and at the end of this class, just feel refreshed, accomplished, just feel like you've done something for yourself, especially if you are like me at the moment. I'm not receiving a lot of self-tapes or auditions, and it kind of feels like that in-between stage. I don't think it'll last for long, but for me, yoga is a great place for me to, it's a place for me to be me, and I really hope you find that with yoga too. So let's get started, shall we? Also, you need 2 blocks of this practice, but don't switch it off. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can also just have 1 big pillow. Okay, let's go. Take a seat on your mat, either cross-legged or you can be kneeling. You can even sit up on one of your blocks if that's better for you. We will be taking some neck stretches to stretch out our beautiful necks. So drop your left ear to the left side. To feel a stretch in the right side of your neck. Relax your jaw, please. And bring your hand to the ear and just gently pull on that neck. Don't dislocate it, just relax it. And with yoga, it's about connecting to our body and our breath. So I recommend breathing in and out through your nose. But if that isn't comfortable, you can always breathe out through your mouth. And push your head back to center, other side, right ear to right shoulder. Close your eyes, relax the jaw. Deep, slow breaths. You can place your hand on your ear and just pull a little bit more, creating space. And then push your head back to center. Drop your chin to the chest and just rock your head from side to side. Nice and slow. And maybe you'll even find there's like a point where there's a bit of tightness. You're welcome to stay there and just breathe through it. And bring your head back to center slowly. And bring your head back. Relax the jaw. And again, move your neck side to side, very slowly. And bring your head back to center. You got 2 hands? I hope so. Just make them into fists, and we're using this fleshy part here to massage our jaw. So bring your hands to your face and just start to move in circles around the jaw, underneath the ears. Do whatever's comfortable. You don't have to copy me. Just wherever you feel that tension, let it go. And you can even pull down as well. That feels really nice. Arm release. That felt great. Are you ready to get started with our yoga flow? Let's go onto hands and knees. And we're gonna push back into child's pose. So bring your toes together, knees apart. Bring your hips to your heels, arms in front, bring your forehead to the mat. And just relax here, releasing anything that no longer serves you, whether it was a job you didn't get this week, or you're on a low because you had an amazing job, or you're like me in a bit of a limbo, or you're just feeling stressed out about life. It's okay, we're human at the end of the day. And I want you to just, for this temporary moment during our practice, to suspend it, let it go, because you deserve so much more than worry and anxiety. We have to remember why we love it so much. Bring both of your hands to the left side. I'm going to stretch the side body, so you'll feel a stretch in the right side of your body and your shoulder. And whilst you're here, this is a great time to make an intention for the practice. In yoga, you might hear a lot of videos about setting intentions. It could mean anything. It could mean a feeling you want to feel at the end of the class or during the class. It could be how you want to feel. Just quietly set that now. And walk your hands over to the right. Same thing again, bring your forehead back to the mat. Feeling a stretch in the left side body. I also don't want you to take this practice too seriously either. Just come with an open mind to have some fun, to release. Because we're curious, that's why also we're actors. We're just too curious. So bring that curiosity along to the party here on the mat. Come into tabletop pose on hands and knees, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna do cat and cow now. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, look up, and round the spine. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, look up, and round, contract, chin to chest. Just 1 more time. Rounding. Chin to chest. Back to tabletop, neutral spine. Going for a balance challenge here. Bring your left leg straight behind you, keeping your hips straight. We're not opening up the hip. Engage the core, and if you can, bring your right arm straight in front of you. Hug those abs in. Balance challenge. I'm gonna do a few knee to elbows, just like this. I'll demonstrate, like that. So it's just kind of like what we did before, around the spine. We'll do that 3 times. Let's go. Inhale, and back, knee to elbow. Release, 1 more time. Knee to elbow, hold, and release. Bring your right hand down, keep the left leg still lifted up, and swivel your right leg back for a modified side plank. Bring your left arm up. Left leg is reaching up as well. Feel a big stretch. You can even look up to your left hand as well. And release, back to tabletop. Same thing, second side. Right leg reaches back straight behind you. Keep your hips down, core engaged. And if you can, left arm reaches forward. We're gonna do some of those knee to elbows now. Are we ready? Let's go. Bring the knee towards the elbow. Hug your abs in. And reach again. 2 more times, knee to elbow. Tabletop, Knee to elbow last time. Hold, 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 hold. Yes. And release. Left hand down, modified side plank. Swivel your left foot back. Bring your right arm up. Right leg reaches up as well. Can look up too if that's comfortable for your neck. And release. Gonna push up into downward facing dog. Push into your heels, lift up. Shoulders away from your ears, push back. You can paddle out your feet as well. It's great for building strength. It also is an inversion. It allows us to see the world a little bit differently. Moving into high lunge. Bring your right leg to the top of the mat. Engage your abs and lift both arms up. Nice and strong. Make sure to keep a bend in that front knee. You'll feel an opening here in your hips as well. Moving into our first balance challenge. Now as actors, we are known to like a good challenge. So if you've never done this before, I will show you how it's done. Push into your right heel and then lift your left leg up, see if you can keep it lifted, and moving into tree pose. If you know what you're doing, you've done it before, go ahead and stay that way. If not, I'm just gonna show you how it is. You're gonna root down through your right foot. Your left foot is either gonna come to your inner thigh or the shin, or alternatively, you can just keep it on the mat if this is your first time even practicing this, or you can just try and lift it up as well, just to strengthen that hip joint. So wherever you are, tree pose. My ground is a little bit uneven. Now you can keep your hands to a prayer position at your chest, hands on the hips, or you can reach those branches up. Do you remember, like, you probably had an acting class where you were at least an animal or a tree, or something like that. Embody that now. We are so lucky to be actors. We can be a tree. Beautiful, stay strong. If you're shaking, that's wonderful. It just means your body's changing in a good way. And release. Shake those legs out, shake your feet out. We're gonna take our first flow. We'll be doing a few of these, so I will demonstrate really slow, and then when we do it the next time, it'll be a bit quicker. When you inhale, you lift both arms up, reach, and then you'll exhale and you'll fall down. Keep a bend in your knees, bringing your upper body down to the mat for a standing forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift. So you'll put your hands onto your shins. Your spine is straight, or if you're quite flexible, you can keep your fingertips to the mat as long as your spine's quite straight. For me, I need a bit of elevation. Then you'll bend your knees again, coming into plank pose. Just like this, your abs are engaged, your glutes engaged. And then a chaturanga. You shift forward slightly, bend to your elbows, come down to the mat. Oh, there was a lot of grass there in my face. And then we push up into cobra pose. So your shoulders are hugging back, your chest is proud, and then we'll exhale and release back into downward facing dog where we were before. Amazing. When we do those flows again, they will be a bit quicker, just warning you. Left leg comes to the top of the mat now. Engage your core and lift both arms up to the sky. You are doing so well. Remembering your strength and your powers, just being a human being. We go through emotions and life's crazy sometimes, but yoga is a great place for us to explore and release some of those emotions. Moving into tree pose. Again, push into your left heel, lift your right leg up, and you can move straight away into tree pose. Hopefully you will remember those modifications. If not, I'll just demonstrate again. You can either be here balancing, or just keep your foot there, or alternative, like I said, if you want to strengthen your hip joint. I am full of all this grass, it's beautiful. I'm really embracing being a tree today. Wherever you were in that last time, see if you can explore that on the second side. So if you had your arms reaching up, do that again, or if you had them in prayer position on your hips, just try and emulate that Once more, and you'll most likely find that one side is a little bit more wobbly than the other. Remembering to breathe. And release. Shake those feet out. Let's move into a flow. You remember, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plank pose, core engaged. Chaturanga, shift forward, come down. Upward facing dog, or like we demonstrated before, cobra. And then downward facing dog. Well done. Warrior two. Bring your right foot to the top of the mat like we did before. Left foot's gonna pivot at a 45-degree angle. Arms out in parallel and bend into the right knee. This is warrior two. It's a very strengthening pose. I like it. It does make me feel like a warrior. Look over your front hand and flip the front palm. And we will bring our right arm over for reverse warrior, and left hand is on the leg for balance. Beautiful. Feel that nice side body stretch. An extended side angle, right forearm to the right leg, palm open, and left arm reaches up overhead. Receiving all that beautiful energy that we wish to create on the mat today. Remembering your strength as a person, as a human being. Sometimes we become too attached to our career because obviously it involves us. And back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. You can bring the back foot in a little bit. Shift your weight forward like you're reaching for something, like come on, give it to me. And then bring your hand down to either the shin, or you can bring it to the mat, your fingers to the mat, and left arm is straight up. So depending on where your flexibility is, you might be here, you might be here, you might be here. Don't judge yourself. We do enough of that already. And you can look up as well if that's comfortable for you. This is triangle pose. Take a bend in that knee, come back up to warrior two. Step to the top of the mat, and we'll be moving into eagle pose. Root down, I'll show you from this way. Root down through your right heel. You'll bring your left foot up and you'll either wrap it around the leg once or twice. Your arms come out into like this cactus shape. You'll bring your left arm underneath the right, and you can either keep it like this or your hands can be touching depending on your flexibility where you are today, and sink low into your hips. And this is eagle pose. It's like hugging yourself and balancing. And when you're going to be pushing your arms a bit away from you, make sure not to bring them into the face. I'll show you. I'll show you from this side as well. Holding nice and strong, core engaged. And release. Feet together, arms up, sink low, like you're gonna sit on a chair for chair pose. Keep your core engaged as you sink all the way down to the mat. Lift your feet up, balance arms up for bow pose. Let it shake. Remembering that we are strengthening our core as well. Our solar plexus is where our confidence is. And it can get knocked quite easily as an actor, so we're strengthening this today. And release. To get back up, we're gonna do rolling motion. So just come onto your back. I'm just gonna rock up and down. And when you feel the momentum, you're gonna rock on up into downward facing dog. I mean, that was pretty epic. But however you wanna get to downward facing dog, go ahead, do that, have some fun. I assume you're here right now, back in downward facing dog. So we're gonna move into the other side. Left leg to the top of the mat. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. You're coming up for warrior two. Bend into that front knee, looking over your left hand, making sure your hips aren't facing this way, your hips are facing the long edge of the mat. Maybe take a second to come back to your intention for the class. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior, reach your left arm overhead. Come back to warrior two, extended side angle. Right forearm to right knee, hand open, and your right arm is extending overhead, feeling a nice side body stretch here. And also feeling super strong. Back to warrior two. Straighten out to your left leg, bring the back foot in an inch or so, shift forward like you're holding on, grab it onto something, and then tilt for triangle pose. You can keep your arm a bit further up on your shin, or even on the mat, looking up to your right arm if you can. Bend into your knee, coming up, warrior two for a moment, step to the top of the mat, and moving into eagle pose on the second side. So root down through your left heel now, lift your right leg up. You can wrap your leg around once or twice, depending on where you are right now. You can keep it just like that if that's enough balance challenge for you. Bring your arms in front, right arm wraps underneath the left, so you can keep the back of the hands together, or prayer position. Make sure to lift your shoulders up and out, don't keep them hugging in. You want to feel a stretch in your shoulders too. And don't forget to sink low as well. Just demonstrate from the side as well. This is eagle pose. Whoop. It's absolutely okay to lose your balance. Sink low in those hips. Just take a moment to recognize how awesome you are. And release. Shake it out. Bring your feet together. Arms reach up. It's not a flow, it is a chair. Sink low like you're sitting into a chair, the most beautiful throne, and you just keep going. The throne's here. Oh yeah, lift both feet up for bow pose. Hands are reaching up to receive all the goodness. I thought throw in a little ab challenge, don't hate me. We're gonna do Russian twist. We're gonna move from side to side like this for 16 times. If you do wanna release your legs now, you can, keep them there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Do those rocks again. Rocking up. Final downward facing dog. Amazing. Take a breath in and out through the mouth. Beautiful. And bring your knees down. Let's take a quick child's pose. Toes together, hips apart, forehead to the mat. Taking a moment to catch your breath. I'm moving into fish pose now. This is where you'll need your blocks. If you don't have them, I'm just gonna show you modification. Let's just say you've got your big cushion here. Your cushion is gonna go underneath the upper back. So it's gonna look like you're like that, right? Just imagine the cushion's underneath. As long as your head is on the mat and your upper body's up, so your heart is opening, that is great. If you don't have anything at all, you can just literally lie here and just feel the, feel calm, or you can bring your arms underneath, like so, and maybe that will help open up your chest. But if you have your props, thanks for being patient, you'll bring the first prop here, first block, because we're actors, I keep saying prop, block goes there as well. So you've got it in like it looks like a T. This is gonna go in between your shoulder blades, and this is gonna be a pillow for your head. Once you find a comfortable space, just allow your hands to rest on the mat and start to come back to the present moment. You've done the hard work, slowing things down. And as we open up our heart, I'd like you to think of maybe 1, 2, or 3 things that you are grateful for today. Maybe even 3 things that you're grateful for about your career in general. Might be hard for us to find something right now, but I'm sure there is something that you're grateful for. I'll give you some silent time to make that list. Slowly push into your hands, lift your head up. You can remove the blocks or use them. Before we move into Shavasana, we have reclined butterflies. Come down to the mat. Your feet will be together and then your hips are open. You can stay here, or if you want an extra shoulder stretch, you can bring both arms overhead. If you have your blocks, you can use them underneath the legs as well, or pillows just for extra support. This is just a nice yin style practice to finish off, to allow us to integrate everything that we have been through on the mat today. And I'd like you to notice how your body, your mind feels now, as opposed to how it did before we even started this practice. If your arms are overhead, just bring them back down. Remove the blocks, lift your knees up. You can bring the blocks off to the side. And moving into Shavasana, just taking up space on the mat. Legs can be wide. Just getting comfortable as we lay here for a couple of minutes. Relaxing the muscles in our face, your jaw, your eyes, forehead, relaxing your chest, hips, your arms and fingers, glutes are relaxing, as is your legs, knees, feet, and even your toes. Giving yourself permission to just be, and giving yourself permission to relax, because you deserve it and you are worthy of it too. slowly start to come back to the present moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Moving fingers, toes, your head might rock side to side. Bringing back some movement in your beautiful body. Bend both knees. You can turn to one side on the mat, whichever one you prefer. And just take a moment here before we transition from Shavasana to seated and then getting on with our day. Just taking a moment right now to be grateful for us. Grateful to be an actor. Grateful to do what we love. And that we do not place our self-worth on it. In fact, we are worthy now because we exist. Push into your hand, come up and take a seat on the mat. And let's take that energy with us for the rest of the day. Bring your arms out. Imagine you've got two big glowing balls of whatever your favorite color is right now. We have a good imagination, let's use it for good, rather than worst case scenario. You know what I mean? Bring those two balls of light together in between your hands. Imagine them merging. This is the feeling you want to feel. This is your power, your strength. Seal it in your hands and bring that power into your heart. Feel that power entering your body, lighting you up. Bring your hands down to your knees and just feel into your body today, right now in this present moment. Feeling proud of yourself, feeling ready, feeling relaxed. And knowing that the universe has got your back, and trust your journey. Bring your hands together once more. We bow forward. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. I'm going to change that. The actor in me honors the actor in you. Because I know it's not the easiest of industries, but we chose it for a reason. So let's continue to shine our light, tell the stories we want to tell, and have fun along the way. That's something I want to share. Your best moments might not be when you are working, it's the in-between moments as well. Learn to love all of your life, because remember, you are the main character right now. You're not the main character when you get the job. Or if you get the job, you will though, you will. But before that time happens, just be proud of yourself for where you are right now and the journey you're on. That's what I will leave you with. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for practicing with me. I honor you. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.